Hey, gorgeous people, let's get right into it. So, I'm currently getting ready to start packing for my Dallas trip. It's like 11 p.m. and I need to be at the airport at like 4:50 tomorrow morning. Don't ask me why I'm packing so late. I just had a busy week, long schedules. I just didn't have the time. So, I'm currently now packing. And at first, I wasn't going to do a packing video, but I was recently in the salon and I was actually speaking with a young lady about my travels and things like that. And she asked me about packing. And so I figured, why not do it? One of the things that I noticed with this trip in particular when it came to me packing was I'm going from Thursday to Sunday. And I'm only doing the carry-on luggage because I don't like to pay for bags. So carry-on is the best option for me. And I noticed when I'm only doing the carry-on, I particularly start with like my shoes to figure out what my outfits are going to be, because the more shoes I have to pack, the more space. So I start with the shoe game first and then I build my clothes around that. So I did, of course, check the weather. Weather for Dallas slash Arlington is about like low 60s. So it's not like sundress weather or anything like that. So jeans and a light sweater, so I don't really have to wear a jacket, is going to be my outfits for the weekend or whatever. So what I kind of did was decide on what shoes I'm going to wear to the airport, how many outfits I can wear with those shoes, and then I end up bringing one other shoe. So I'm going to do some Chucks, some Nikes, and then I'm also going to do my workout shoes because I am working out like 5 days a week now. So I want to make sure I stay consistent with that. So I'm going to take some shoes. I'm even going to take some workout bands. And then I also have this workout band. So I'm going to take those just so I can stay consistent. The hotel also has a gym. So we're going to get into that as well while we're out there. And then, like I said, I just built around that. So I always pack for obviously the amount of days that I'm going to be in the city. And then I normally try to pack one or two additional outfits just in case I decide I want to change something up, or for whatever reason, if the flight get delayed or get canceled and I have to stay an extra day, I know I always have clothes and I don't have to worry about anything. So I do that. And then you all know I love my squares. So I pack in these. This helps me condense my packing and make sure everything fits perfectly. And then, I always have my book bag. That's going to be my personal item. And then I have my carry-on luggage for the plane. So I'll be able to take the book bag and the carry-on. Since I am flying Delta on this particular journey, it's no additional cost for the carry-on luggage. So I'm so excited about that. So I don't have to worry about that. Other than that, I'll take this as like a purse just so I don't have to have something on my arm while I'm traveling into a new city and just exploring. This is always easier for me. And then this I'll put in my book bag. Otherwise, it'll look like I have 3 carry-on items, 2 personal bags, and a carry-on bag. So we'll stuff that in the book bag until we arrive in Dallas. All right, gorgeous people. So I have made it to Dallas, and so far so good. So I'm gonna kind of run you through like what the day looked like thus far. So left home probably around like 4, got to the airport. The flight from Cleveland to Detroit was really quick, probably about a good 30 minutes from gate to gate. So leaving Cleveland's gate to arrive at Detroit's airport was literally about 30 minutes total. Once I arrived in Detroit airport, I know I've been in this airport before, but not on the Delta side. And the Delta terminal was totally different than the other side that I've been in. It had a tram that I thought was really neat that will be able to take you from one side of the airport to the other for the Delta gates in particular. It had plenty of food options. Everything was like really clean. Like, this was amazing. Shout out to Delta. This is why I enjoying flying major airlines, because it's just like the small things that make the experience that much better, from the experience in the terminals to the actual planes that you actually get on. So getting on the plane from Cleveland to Detroit, It was just a basic CRJ plane, which is a smaller aircraft. Nothing too exciting on it, but the aesthetics of the plane is still great. It gets you there safely and sound. And then my flight from Detroit to Dallas, the plane was obviously a lot larger because it was going from Detroit to Dallas, so a longer haul. That flight was probably about 2 hours and 46 minutes, I think, give or take. And the plane, once again, is just presented better. The seating is more spacious. They're more comfortable than some of the budget airlines. Definitely comparing to my Spirit flight that I just recently took for the first time. I know it's not necessarily a great comparison because it's a budget airline with a major airline, but just to kind of give you ideas to where my mindset is at when it comes to comparing the two, and why I do prefer major airlines. Because when I arrived on the aircraft, they provided these earbuds for you to be able to plug into their TVs, where you can watch movies, TV shows, live TV shows. They have games, so you can play games, the kids can play games, whatever you kind of need to keep yourself occupied and entertained on the flight. They also have the outlets, so I was able to charge my phone, wake up feeling very refreshed, because I definitely slept the whole flight. I woke up probably like 45 minutes left of the flight to come to Dallas. So when I woke up feeling really refreshed, asked the flight attendant if I can get some water. She actually ended up bringing me these snacks. So it's just like the small things that make the experience that much better for me. So I was able to just kind of hang out for a second, take in the views, and then off to the car rental. When I did arrive in the Dallas airport, what I found interesting was how they have like these restroom signs here, and you can see how many stars are open and how far it is to the next restroom. Next, like I said, was the car rental. I went outside. You have to take an elevator down and then go outside to the left, and then you're gonna kind of keep walking until you see car rental shuttle. So you had a shuttle that you can get on, obviously free of charge. The shuttle drove you from the airport to the car rental. It was about a 10-minute ride or so. Got off, got my rental. National is amazing. I like renting my cars from National because you just show them your ID. They pull up your Emerald status. They tell you to go to the Emerald Lane or the Emerald Aisle, pick your car, and you're off. It's really easy. I actually do love National rental cars. It's best for me. Let's just say that. Got my rental. It's my first time driving a Jeep, so I was excited to drive the Jeep, but it drives a little rough for me. And I guess I should have expected it because it can be used for off-roading and stuff like that. But it drives a little rough, but I still like it so far. I'll see how it does on gas. Even though I pay for gas from the car rental, that seems to always come out to be the cheapest for me, especially when I'm in a city that I'm unfamiliar with and don't know how far gas stations are to the airport and things like that. I have to worry about how far the gas station is. Am I going to end up being a little bit short by the time I get there from the gas station to the dropping off the rental car? So for me not to worry about that, I prefer to buy the gas from the company. Normally it is cheaper than what regular gas is on the street, so that sounded crazy on the street, but it's normally better to purchase from the car rental than it is to go searching for gas. Let's just say that. So now I'm at the hotel. The Hyatt, my check-in process was easy. I was able to check in early, which is always a pleasure, so you don't have to kind of just wait around and find stuff to do. The ladies at the front desk were great. They gave me a list of restaurants that I can check out. They also gave me a suggestion for barbecue. So we're gonna Google that, see what the options are, see how far it is from the hotel, and go find something to do. I do love my room thus far, pretty clean. Have no incidents yet. I'm going to go ahead and do a bed check here shortly. And for me, a bed check is just to make sure that my linen is clean. There isn't anything that would concern me. So if it is, then I'll just call to the front desk, ask if I can get some new linen, and see if a housekeeper can come up and clean it up. And then if there was something that is like egregious in the room, then I would just ask for a new room. But so far so good. Check like the surface areas and we should be good to go. So that was my experience thus far from Cleveland to Dallas. Make sure y'all stay tuned. We are gonna go see what Dallas has to offer. Alright y'all, so I just had lunch at 311 and the food was really good. The shrimp bowl that I made was really good. I was actually surprised how good it was. And then I had a mixed drink. I honestly can't tell you what was in it because I just asked the bartender to make me something sweet with Don Julio in it. So it was a surprise, but it was good. So no complaints there. Very reasonably priced. She was great. She gave me some places that I can come and check out downtown. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna actually go to the Museum of Illusion, which was directly across the street. I believe they're open. And we're gonna see what this building holds for us. Hi. Alright, gorgeous people, so far so good in Dallas. The food has been great. The Illusionist Museum was great. Their downtown is really nice. Let me show y'all. So it's really clean down here. They have a lot of different restaurants, a lot of museums down here. I'm headed to Klyde Park, Klyde Warner Park, I believe is what it's called. And they're supposed to have like food trucks and stuff out here. I drove past it while looking for parking. I think I seen one, maybe two food trucks. I'm assuming because of the time of day, it's not that many out here because it's like almost 5 o'clock. So the business people are now leaving work and there's no need for them to be out there, I guess. So one other observation that I had was they have a decent amount of one-ways for their downtown, and back home we don't have one-ways in our downtown area for real. If so, it's like maybe 2, if that. We don't have many one-ways. So they have a lot of one-ways, but I understand why, because it's a lot of traffic, y'all. Definitely a lot of traffic. Kind of sad that I didn't get over here to go to the museums. So I'm gonna try again maybe tomorrow to check out the different museums down here. Here's Klyde Park. Wait at this light so I don't get run over. So yeah, they have a lot of museums. I'm gonna try to come back down here maybe tomorrow and check out the different museums. I have a friend who stays here, So I'm going to link up with them a little bit later today. Hopefully they'll show me a few different places to go. And since they'll be working, I won't really be able to hang out with them tomorrow. But my little cousin, who gymnastic competition it is on Sunday, comes in tomorrow along with her parents and her little sister. So of course I'll pick them up from the airport, hang out with them. This is pretty cool how they have magazines that you can kind of just hang out and read. They have plenty of seating space. They have books. You can even donate some books here. This is really cool. We don't have anything like this. I wonder how often they come and change this stuff. Oh, this was today. So I got ping pong. It's like some kind of hard foam for the kids to play with. Nice playground area. This is really nice. Nice chill park. I could see myself hanging out down here if I like worked in the downtown area. Come over here on my lunch breaks and just walk around. It's definitely a nice chill vibe for sure. Now it's time to head back to the hotel, freshen up, change my clothes, and then head right back out to meet my friend for dinner at this place called Moxie's. Moxie's was really chill. The environment overall was great. The location was good. I'm probably about a good 10 minutes from downtown where I was earlier today over in the Klyde Park area. So it's not far at all. This place gave me real chill vibes, a great place to have dinner and drinks after coming off of work, or you can dress up and have a great dinner as well. We had some chicken appetizer and then I had steak and potatoes, which wasn't that great to be honest with you, but it was what it was. The rest of the evening, we drove around downtown Dallas. He showed me a few places that I can check out throughout my vacation. So that's what I'm going to do for the remainder of my trip. And for the evening, we just kind of hung out and then it was back to my hotel I went. So make sure you all check in next week and you'll see the rest of my Dallas vacation.